My name is Michael Fedunec. I'm a certified professional counselor with Crossroads Healing Centre. I want to welcome you today to the top 5 tips for health and wellness. If you're one of, like many adults, who are helping to provide care for their aging parents, you're probably well aware of how stressful it is to take on this responsibility. Even if your parents are in good health, but just need a little help with some certain activities around the yard and so on and so forth. Many of you are probably worrying what you're going to do when things get a little worse down the road. So whether your aging parents are just now losing some of their independence or already finding themselves in a healthcare facility or a nursing home, I do have some tips for you today on how to deal with the stress of dealing with or coping with your aging parents. The first tip I want to share with you today is share the workload. You may be hesitant to reach out to other people for help to help with your aging parents. This might be for a number of reasons, such as you already know how stressful it is to deal with your parents, and the thought of putting that responsibility on other people can keep you from passing on or sharing the load with them. But I want you to just take into consideration that if you don't take the opportunity to ask now, chances are down the road when you really do need the help, that help may not materialize. The second tip I want to share with you today is make sure you have a plan. See, when you're caring for your parents, as they begin to lose their independence, it's easy to get into the habit of just dealing with their needs as they come up. And so in doing so, what happens is it doesn't really prepare you for some of the bigger things that you might be encountering down the road. And so it's always good to make sure that you take some time with your parents prior to even getting to that stage where they need help, to talk about how they best want their needs met, so that way it's a win-win situation for you as well as for them. The third tip I want to share with you this morning is join a support group. You see, whether you're dealing with parents with Alzheimer's or dementia, a lot of times caregivers burn out because of the stress. And so there's lots of people who are experiencing the very same things you're experiencing. And so by coming together, you can share those experiences. And so it's an opportunity for you to download some of those stresses with others. And you can find support groups either online through the internet, or you can contact such organizations as Crossroads as a place to find that kind of support. The fourth tip I want to share is that when it comes to caregiving, you need to take care of yourself. See, the best gift that you can give to your parents as they're aging is that you take care of yourself so that you can most adequately take care of their needs. And so investing in your own well-being is the best way to make sure your aging parents are cared for. So make sure you're eating right, make sure that you're getting enough sleep and you're getting in your daily exercise, and perhaps even build in some leisure activities, because whether you realize it or not, taking care of your aging parents can be like a full-time job, and so you really do need to take that time for yourself. And last but not least, know that you cannot know what you can change and when you cannot change. Caring and spending time with your aging parents can be a rich and a rewarding experience, but it also, as we already know, it can be very stressful. And so you need to make peace with knowing that there are certain things that you can't change, and recognizing that there are those things that you can change and make the effort to make those changes. But inevitably, as your parents age, the circumstances and situations will change, and you realize that you don't have the control over some of those things, such as failing mental capacities and so on. And so just realize that perhaps this time with your parents is going to be the most rewarding and enriching memories that you'll have with your parents. And so just make sure that you balance out between those things which you can change and those things that you can't. And so if you're interested in knowing more about this topic or more about Crossroads, just go to our website on www.crossroadshealing.org.